Peace, family. How you all doing? My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of A Way of Life. I am your astrology coach. I'll be discussing the Uranus retrograde for all 12 signs. It's really a repeat. Hey, how you doing? It's really a repeat of the horoscopes I just did, even with the conjunction, because that energy is really like dominating the whole entire astrology. Which really sucks because this Leo new moon energy and just Leo season in general is freaking amazing. And now we gotta deal with, hey Delaney, boo thing, how you doing? Um, yeah, this Uranus conjunction is really stealing the show, kind of making everything really turbulent. And because everything is going retrograde, and we already have a bunch, I think literally the only planets that are not retrograde at this time are all the personal planets, which is extremely interesting. But it's a lot. It's a lot. So Uranus rules Aquarius. Hey. Um, and it's currently in the sign of Taurus. It has been since 2018. And so Tauruses and Aquariuses have probably been feeling these transformational awakening changes the most. And because we're in Leo season, it's kind of adding this fire to it, especially because Mars joined the party. And Mars is currently in Taurus. And it's really just about self-expression, big self-expression when you add the fire energy. It's like loud and proud and flamboyant and bright, you know. It's the awakener, it's the sky gods on a higher vibration. This is like specifically having connections to the universe, They have this saying in the spiritual community, as above, so below, as within, so without. So we are literally connected to the universe in this way. Um, Higher thinking, the higher minds, very innovative, eclectic, kind of like Leo, but not that big energy like Leo, more airy fairy like air signs where it's like thinkers, we're great thinkers. We have great ideas. We want solutions to problems. We want to fix things. We want to dismantle them, bring shocking awareness, sudden revolutions and revelations, but solution wise, but it could disturb your life. Literally, Uranus rules electricity. So this could be through things like weather and really things that are out of our control, right? So it's best to be super flexible as much as you can in this human form to stay grounded to the sudden changes that might have been coming into your life, especially since like mid-July all the way up until this. We have this energy until the 11th of this month, and then Uranus goes retrograde, which means we're gonna go back towards all this stuff. I'm like, look now, I repeat what just happened. It's been a crazy freaking ride, but we're learning a lot. We're learning how to be our authentic self, to operate from the heart space. And then right around the same time, Mars is going to enter Gemini. And the reason why this is so important is because Gemini, Uranus is going to move into Gemini in 2025. That's going to be a freaking, that's when everything's going to go digital. I can guarantee you, because Gemini rules social media the same way Uranus does internet. Um, Anything involving robots, this new age kind of stuff. And Gemini and Uranus are going to be in cahoots together, like, yep, that's what I want. It's going to be interesting, very, very interesting, fast, quick moving energy. And with Mars going into Gemini right around the same time that Uranus is going retrograde, I feel like whatever's coming up for this is like there's some foundation being built here of what we're gonna see and grow from now until Uranus moves into Gemini, because Mars is about engineering things, putting things together. Um, um, this is like working with your hands, building. We're building something here. Well, this could be creating robots, literally, or the internet for, however this digital era is going to be ran. I feel like a lot of those types of things are going to be started in these moments. So this is like I don't even know what 2025 is going to look like, to be honest with y'all, but it'll be very interesting to see. Some other things that are ruled by Uranus and Aquarius is exploration, aircraft, airspace things. So I know they say like we're supposed to have like trains that go warp speeds that can get us to places like that. So things like this, what do they call those little things that fly? I'm still learning. I know there's a name for it though, but these are like flying cars. It could literally be planes, or the way we see planes changing in some way, shape, or form. Um, yeah. I mean, I feel like there's so much I can say about that, but that's about what I'm getting with that. Um, mm, yeah, man, it's a lot. There's a lot going on, okay? And because it's in Taurus right now, this is definitely, more things around money, digital currency, and all that stuff, I think will be official. If it doesn't happen anytime within this retrograde, it'll definitely be by 2025. Yeah. I'll be doing a whole other live on this, going deeper into this topic because I am excited about it, but I really just came on here to do the horoscopes. I'm recording this too on another thing, so I'll post this on my YouTube page because I know people don't want to sit on here waiting all through the 12 signs to hear their sign, but make sure you check for your sun, moon, and rising in all three areas of those charts because it could be just a lot going on. I'd even say check your Aquarius area of life as well to see, because nothing's out of touch, out of reach here with this energy. So this is why I've been doing so many horoscopes. I'm hoping, I think a lot of this stuff is repetitive, but I'm hoping that it's a reminder that whatever changes and shit you're going through, you're not crazy. It's really happening. And it's okay. We're all experiencing this shit. Um, just to keep you grounded, because if you let this stuff get to you, you get in your head, this is anxiety on the lower vibration. Uranus can be mental health issues, anything with the brain, the mind, and the way that operates. So I hope these things are putting you at ease and not stressing you out. But anyways, all right, so Aries. This can be sudden ups and downs with resources and money. It may be very uncomfortable to go through this and limiting. Am I saying that right? Because Saturn is square the Uranus retrograde. And Saturn, wherever Saturn is, it kind of comes in and it's like checking, taking notes. Saturn's like, wait, you forgot. And it can constrict the energy or make you feel like boundaries here, or it's a no, a blockage or something of that effect that could be causing strain to this. But again, ultimately it's a lesson. Saturn's all about lessons and time, so making sure you're doing things incrementally, not rushing. especially with the air energy, it's really going to be forcing us to be like, okay, think everything through before you make this, especially if you're getting into an investments and all that, because this stuff is really new for us. Not everybody was thinking about investments before 2020, or they were and they heard about it, but they wasn't thinking, oh, that's something I'm going to get into. It's probably more like, I would never do that. But because of all these things that are coming up, people are considering all kinds of ways to make money. Be careful. Make sure you follow somebody who has education, knows what they're talking about. Double check, recheck, and be careful with your money in your banks as well. Okay. But ultimately, this is about restructuring your goals and resources. Your social circles could be limiting, and really not helping, because again, it's the Saturn square, or it's putting you to work. Saturn is also about hard work and making you, if you say you're going to do something, do it. Even if it's, structural, it doesn't have to be like this big, grand thing. It's like day by day, step by step. So having a schedule or a plan, Saturn likes that stuff. And follow that, Saturn will respect you if you do stuff like that. You could be making some changes to your business prices and reevaluating how you show up as your business. That might be really important. It might be time to change stuff up in your business in such a way where it might end up helping you bring in more money and more clients. So the other thing here is saving big, not small. I know that might be hard for a lot of people, but save cash money, nothing in the bank. None of these financial institutions, because we don't know what the hell is going to go on with any of those. Saving like how your grandma used to do, put it in a shoebox in the closet underneath all the clothes. All right, Taurus, you'll be revisiting something from your dreams, maybe perhaps when you were a teenager, because Uranus rules the teenagers. This could even be and it's specifically do this even if your family starts to think that you're fucking crazy. It doesn't matter what people think about you. This is your time to be unapologetically who you are. So any dream or thing that you had, you thought about doing in the past, but for one reason or another, maybe you might have thought it's too childish or it's not realistic. Tauruses are very safe, and if they think something through and they're like, yeah, that shit don't add up, I ain't doing that. With Uranus being in your sign, Uranus like, no, we want weird, we want different, we need eclectic, we need something new, innovative, do it, whatever that thing is. Sit back down with that. Take this 5 months time to sit back with that and reconsider doing whatever that is. This could also be like an awakening to who you were, or something about yourself when you was a teenager you let go of for some specific reason, maybe perhaps to fit in to society or something like that. Let that shit go. Let your freak flag, let it go, because Uranus is wild and bold like that, so Uranus is like, forget all that. If you want your hair to be bright orange, make that shit bright orange, okay? If you want a mohawk sitting up on top of your head with some spikes, do that. And whoever don't like it can go jump in the lake, okay? You can be planning to do something different or completely different around your career, or just how you show up in the world. It doesn't have to be work related, but Uranus, this energy is going to be showing up in such a way where it's in your career area of life or has something to do with your long-term goals. This could also be some things changing at your job unexpectedly or suddenly. So if you haven't heard anything yet, just be mindful. It doesn't have to be a let go, or that maybe perhaps the jobs are closing. I do know a lot of those things are happening, but it could literally just be your whole entire staff just changes because people are leaving You got a new boss now. It could be that the company is sold out. They might not tell you that. That literally happened to me, by the way, so it's not far-fetched. The last job that I had, Soaring Ego. I like that name. This literally happened to me just before 2020, actually. We was able to switch to a new company and all stay together, which is amazing. I don't know how the hell they pulled that off, but when I came into 2020, I was working for another company, and I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. I never would have imagined something like that would happen, but they went out of business. So, that's a thing. And I think the advice for all of this is to go with the flow, be flexible. Whatever's coming up, try not to, hey, Queen, how you doing? Whatever's coming up for you, as much as you can, try not to freak out and let it worry you. It's all part of the plan, right? It's all part of the plan. All right, Gemini, you might choose to stay away from friends, lovers, and colleagues. You might start thinking people are shady, or especially if you think people are being shady towards you. Gemini's got a lot of stuff going on in the 12th house, the house of Pisces. And so, Pisces is super intuitive. They know things that you might not even know why you feel that way, Gemini. Just hang in there, follow your instincts and your gut, have faith that whatever it is you're feeling is for a reason, even if this turns out to be something that you have to do or go through to get you to faith, to see something else in a different way. Unfortunately, whenever you're dealing with Pisces energy, if you're not hip to the energy, it usually will show up in two different kinds of ways, where either these are things that you see happening to other people and it's not actually happening to you, or you're going through this cycle of energy and knowing and not knowing how or why the hell you know things, but you don't see the clarity of it until after the transit is over. And because this is a pretty long transit with the North Node connected to this, it's a part of your journey, your mission, your purpose in this lifetime. And so hang in there. We only got maybe another few months with this energy before it starts to really get clear and make sense. But don't give up. Follow your instincts. That's all I have to say. Don't try to be people pleasing and take back or ignore what you're feeling, because that could end up happening in a lot of different ways. You could get scammed. This is people taking advantage of your, tapping into your emails, your bank cards, and all those kinds of things there. And nightmares. You get nightmares. So follow what you feel. All right. This could also be you not being in the mood for drama or gaslighting. You might be holding on to some subconscious patterns and beliefs that you're releasing or working on releasing, and that's just going to be really hard. The 12th house energy is not easy. I mean, I don't think this is the worst place to have Uranus, because they kind of go hand in hand. Pisces outside of Uranus is another sign that's deeply connected to the divine, and just being psychic down there. Those energies coincide, so you could just be seeing things. You could be super intuitive, where you feel like, damn, something's gonna happen. I know something's gonna happen. I don't know what the fuck it is, but something finna happen. It could be like that kind of energy. But again, these challenges could be coming in from to help you grow and evolve in your faith and beliefs in some way, shape, or form. All right. These messages also could be coming through teachers, mentors, and foreigners, or experiences with foreign things to you too. All right. Cancer, there may be drama with friends. Your emotions may be higher than usual. You can feel left out of a crew, especially if it's newer people that you're connected to, like new friends that you just met, work friends, people who are more like associates. However, because it is a retrograde, the beautiful thing about retrogrades is that it's always reflecting on something from the past and going back. So your old friends can show up out of nowhere and just be like there for you. They get you, they understand you, they're gonna help you get out of this rut of how your newer friends might be making you feel in some way, shape, or form. Um, this could also be limiting funds. I don't think it's that you're not making money or there's a limitation in like the way that you don't have money, but maybe you owe something or you got bills or something that kind of piled up from maybe a bridge of a job, like you left a job, you're going into a new job, and that time that you was off, something there with like space or separation of something caused you to get backed up in something and now you're catching up. And so that's going to be really difficult. But this is trying to teach you again how to be more structured in how you use your money, the reasons that you're spending your money, what you're spending your money on. While you're in this kind of constraint of energy, it's going to make you think twice about all those things you had access to before. And there's a reason for that. And whatever you do, you have to get some kind of structure to that, like, okay, I know that I like doing, I don't know, playing video games, and I might buy a game every so often, make it like once a month, structure it, or save bits and pieces of money each paycheck until you build up to that amount and then you buy something. There are so many creative different ways that you can budget your money that doesn't have to be so constricting. And this could also just be getting a second, third, and fourth job. So let me see if I'm forgetting anything. Oh, yes. So outside of that, this could also be like a decrease or an increase of your social following. Leo, you may not feel like you're number one at work at this time, but you're still in line for a promotion. But there's a lot more competition this time around. This could draw you towards other projects, or maybe even you're excited about starting a project or your own business in some way, shape, or form. But because I want to say this is self-esteem for Leos, something about you, something's not showing up in a way that makes you feel like you going on this new journey or wanting this new promotion is gonna get you, poor Leos. Leos get a really bad rap. And people think that it's just ego, ego, ego. But this is the person who, everybody has their love language, right? And Leos get their love from being appreciated for the work that they do. They are extremely proud about their talents, their creative projects, and how they show up in the world. And so you might be trying to gain status in your life in some way, shape, or form. And you're willing to do what it is, but because something happened you're not seeing the results. You might have like dipped your toe in there to check and see what if I put this out there? Let me see what happens. And you might not be getting the results that you're thinking of in your mind of what you deserve or how it should have played out. And it's making you lack confidence in some way. That you might be second guessing this new beginning that's trying to bestow you. Remember, you just had a new moon in your sign. So this is your time. I don't give a damn how it looks. Take that energy. I don't make it up. Okay. Pretend, go do like you're doing a play. This is my life and this is how it is. And you live it just like that, even if it's not really happening. You have to embody that energy, take advantage of it the best way you can, right? Because I feel like I say that and people might be looking at me like, Keisha, I'm fucking stressed out. Don't tell me that. You right, y'all, you right. Let me dial it down a little bit. I understand that shit's happening. Okay. You don't have to do it all day. Maybe take like 5 minutes out the day and look in the mirror and tell yourself that you are who you say you are. All right. And make it up and make it real and believe it. Okay. Whatever little bit you can is going to make a difference. Yeah, because ultimately this is just trying to push you to do what it is you do, because something that you do is meant to be for the world. You know, somebody needs whatever it is you do. Okay, because Aquarius is the opposite end of that, and this is also about humanitarian work. Okay. All right. Da, 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 da. And if you have any older projects at this time, anything you was working on, I don't care if it was 3 months to 5 years, those things might gain more popularity at this time because this is about the past. Virgo. Virgo, this shit was funny. I laughed so hard, right? In this fucking horoscope. Colleagues and coworkers might not be spending as much time in the office as you are. They might be receiving raises and bonuses for things that you deem, I have to make that very clear, Virgo, okay, that you deem not good enough for a raise. And this is going to piss you the fuck off. All right. And because this energy is so potent and shaky and just, like you're just going to get a fire up underneath your ass to go to your boss's office and tell them you want a raise and you don't want to be in the office. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're going to lose your job. I'm telling you right now, you're going to get fired. Don't do that. Because this is something about you having to gain or learn boundaries. Virgos can be very critical and nitpicky, and Virgos get a bad rep too, but it's like your thing, right? It's what you do. You're very detailed. You're very analytical. You dot your I's and you cross your T's. Some of the work that Virgos do require this type of analytical, detailed eye, but it's like decompartmentalize, right? Where and when are you using that tool? Because it's not for everybody and it's not for everything, right? So you got to figure out where and when to use this great skill that you have. Otherwise, you're now in the lower vibrations of that and you're critical, you're demeaning. You can, Virgos can, yeah, let me get out of that energy. They can really hurt people's feelings. So be careful for that. You have been warned, okay? This could also be like authority figures, father figures, or just prominent people who are having some kind of challenges in their life that somehow affects you in some way. This is also you thinking about taking a course or a class or some kind of educational pursuit that you was thinking about taking a while back, and perhaps maybe you decided to not do it for one reason or another. Maybe your job changed or you had to move, something in your life changed to where you didn't take that class, or you have the opportunity to do that now. This is also about higher education, higher knowledge, understanding and knowing something about your beliefs. So if you do end up taking this class and stick to your goals and your dreams, this is going to change your world views about your ideologies and how critical you can be. Okay, you're going to learn something through this experience that's going to help you see where and why you need to change that behavior. Okay. This could also be traveling and studying abroad too. Okay, Libra. You might be drawn to explore unconditional ideas and commitment in relationships. Okay. I just want to say, because this Uranus energy can be about exploration sexually, especially with Scorpio South Node, I feel like a lot of people are either going to come out that they are no longer interested in the opposite sex but the same sex, and or vice versa. Somebody could have been in a relationship where a straight relationship and then move into a gay relationship, or somebody is in a gay relationship and then moving to a straight relationship. I think we're going to see a lot of that as this Uranus energy is being activated. And it doesn't even have to be related to gay and lesbian stuff. That's just what Uranus rules. And so doesn't Leo. Okay. On top of that, it could just be sexually. People are getting more toys because remember, Uranus is digital, it's innovative, it's something new and different. This is sex toys, sex industry with dolls and things of that. Look, y'all, I ain't got the time. Okay? I don't. I don't want to know about none of your sexual explorations. Libra is going to be trying some of these things, perhaps. Whatever, however this means to you, okay? You may be open to open your relationship to sexual exploration. So this is threesomes, foursomes, fivesomes. This could be like what do you call those? Oh my God, my mind is going a mile a minute. Those people, they're married, but they date other people. They have these like parties. I don't know why my brain is not thinking right now. It's okay. It's gonna make me angry. Swingers. There you go. This is like swingers, like all that stuff, because Uranus is also about freedom. So there's some level of you know, a difference the way these relationships are going to be run, or the way people want to be in relationships in general, especially once it hits Gemini season. This is the twins. We're definitely talking about three different people here. Oh my God, I'm not ready. It's not going to be for everybody, okay? But it's definitely a thing. This could also be your resources coming from others, money coming in from clients because it's happening for you in the seventh house, which is your house. And the house, anywhere Venus is, Venus brings support too. So you could have that opportunity to get more clientele at this time, to get any kind of support that you're looking for. It could literally be anything. It depends on who you are and what you're into. And there's also that scorpionic energy where there's some real deep wounds here that you need to address, that are coming in. They're going to be coming up from the surface. This could be childhood drama, trauma, wounds, things from the past that you perhaps maybe thought that you dealt with. And for one or two reasons, you're learning like, well, damn, maybe I really didn't, heal all the way through that. Those things are going to come up to the surface at this time so that you can deal with them. This could also be intimacy, learning how to be more intimate. It's not going to be easy. This is really hard. But something about this whatever's coming up for you through your gains of clients or whatever your talents are, if you have your own business, it could even be your career, it could be a humanitarian project where you're doing something that helps people in some kind of way, and it's going to feel like for the first time in a really long time that you are actually doing something that you really love, and it's that alignment is liberating you and helping you heal from whatever these deeper rooted issues are that you haven't dealt with yet. Scorpio, you may be experiencing on and off relationships. That's very Uranus. Literally, it could be like shocks of waves of energy, so on, off, up, down. I'm just saying. I think what's really beautiful about this time around with this retrograde for Scorpios, though, is that if you have been in a relationship that has been on and off, you are going to have a very profound moment with the person from a past relationship to be able to get some things that weren't said, things that you've been mulling over through this last separation. Something has happened, something has changed, something was triggered. You learned something in those moments, and you want to forgive, heal, close doors, wrap up chapters, say your goodbyes. There's a word that I'm really looking for that I can't find, but y'all get the point. This is about um, um, healing things from the past and closing old cycles. If this turns into a relationship, the one thing that's going to be really dope about this is that your intimacy for this person, whoever this is for you, is going to grow deeper. There's obviously could be sex with that, but on a more spiritual level, this is soul ties. Maybe you had a past life with this person, or something about the connection that you had to learn throughout this series of this off and on situation, and you're learning it. And whether you stay together or you don't, you're gonna get the chance to mend whatever this is in this time. Okay. At the very least, you're going to have to listen to all their problems and what they've been through. Maybe you guys are sharing this together. You're definitely going to be, again, I don't know why I can't think of the word. It's really pissing me off, y'all. This is like, OMG. Whatever, just going through all the old issues that you've been through and really working through them and talking through them. If you can let go of your need to control everything, this relationship could work. Again, it is a soul tie. Basically, this is about you being honest about what you really want. I think a lot of us, this isn't just for Scorpio. I think a lot of Scorpio energy is fixed, right? And it's about being in these kind of non-healed societal confrontations within ourselves, right? It's like we're always going back and forth with who we really want to be, our deepest desires to be whatever that is. But 9 times out of 10, those things never equate to what society might deem as normal, okay, or whatever. Right. And so with Scorpio being in the South Node, we are all experiencing having to deal with this in some shape or form. And it's like, for Scorpios, you're going to be asked to be completely honest about what you want in a relationship. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or if you're going to be accepted. The only thing that this matters to is you. The moment you set yourself free and you're honest about what you want unapologetically, you heal something. You're going to grow in a specific kind of way that's going to liberate you. And again, you're going to wrap up a cycle that's going to allow you to, the growth, I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. Okay. Sagittarius, you might be lazy and indulgent, or just want to keep it a low profile at this time. There can be changes in your workplace. Ultimately, you're breaking free from some kind of daily routine. I feel like this is starting a business. If you want my honest opinion, this is like that infight about people not wanting to work anymore. I know it's a trend now at this point, but it's deeper than that. There's no freedom in there. And we're constantly fighting between having to sacrifice working 2 or 3 jobs while on the side building our business. And I know societal wise, it's just life, right? There's nothing nobody can do about that, but there's something that you are doing differently this time around that's changing that in a way that's going to get you out of this cycle. That's the bottom line about whatever this is for you. You're breaking free from some kind of unhealthy routine, habits, thought process that's keeping you bind to this energy. This could also be coming from teammates, neighbors, siblings, cousins, nieces, nephews. This could also result in arguments with these people as well. So be mindful of that. Capricorn. An ex might message you and try to ignite a spark, but you're over it. You don't even want to hear anything that they have to say. You can be a hot ticket in the dating world, and or if you're in a relationship, it can be a lot of public displays of affection or love, big like love messages, or like, you just want the whole world to know you're in love, right? And it could also be like you're not the person typically to share your relationship online, and for whatever reason now at this time you're like, oh, I have to tell everybody. They need to know this, right? Um, you can have some really brilliant business ideas at this time. It's Uranus we're talking about here again, so don't let those slip. If you have an idea and you feel like you're gonna forget it, write it down. Don't forget it, because this could be something that ends up being an ingenious idea. Um, there's some kind of old family beliefs that can be limiting you in some way, shape, or form, or something about your past or your childhood that you never did, that as you're embarking on this new journey, you're being asked to do now. And it might be very uncomfortable. It might feel unreliable or unrealistic because it wasn't something that you grew up doing, or it was probably the exact opposite. We know in the Black community, we have these generational curses that kind of got us in a lot of the mess that we're in, right? And so we're growing up now and we're trying to do better, be better, and we're noticing these things like you can't ignore them at this point. It's like, damn, and you could be learning something about that you're learning to undo or learning to work through at this time. It's going to be liberating and healing. Aquarius, this could be like home fixtures, and you might have anxiety for that. This could also be like the breakdown of the family, or again, like with Capricorn, the breakdown of some kind of generational curse, something that was carried down from family to family that you're realizing now has probably kept you limited in some way. It's not easy because you love your family, you want to believe that Mom Dukes told you all things right, and she did. She told you what she knew. She still did it from the heart. um but I think you're healing through that, accepting that. You might have to let go of a childhood home or land. That could be very emotional, due to the lack of upkeep, or you're not taking care of it, or maybe lack of funds to do so. It could be very heartbreaking. Um, so you might have to move suddenly. This could be a roommate kicking you out. This could be family moving in or family moving out that might affect your income or the money that you have, or the expenses towards your living conditions in some way. Um, yeah, that's all I got for you, Aquarius. Pisces, last but certainly not least, if you have been spreading rumors about a friend, or a friend spreading rumors about you, I have to say um, that people have shared with you in confidence. I don't see this being a Pisces thing, but if this is something that has happened for one reason or another, it's coming back fiercely. If it's in relation to like a group of people or a spiritual group, or um a, a, yeah, some kind of spiritual group, or it could be in the health field, or in a work environment, or like while on a retreat or something like that. The idea here is that whatever is how this is playing out for you, it's not going to be able to be hidden. It's going to be shine light on, and it's going to be this really big deal, super public. And you know that's going to be uncomfortable, right? Just poor Pisces. I feel like Pisces has really been through a lot, and it's like just keep things to yourself. If you feel like you have to say something or get something off your chest, write it down instead. Um, or find something else. What do they call that? All those little distraction things. There's a name for it. I want to say pet peeves, but that's not what I'm looking for. There's an actual real name for it. It's gonna drive me crazy, y'all. They're like a little, just find something to do, you know? I don't know why I can't think of the name. Anyway, I'll be here all day trying to remember. Um, just find something else to do. Go for a walk. Take your mind off of it. Get yourself out. Yeah, get out of your head. To avoid sharing whatever this is. If this is happening to you, I feel bad for whoever that is because they're about to lose a really good friend. Um, this could be sudden changes with teammates, neighbors, siblings, cousins. It could be a vehicle too, nieces, nephews. Um, that's gonna cause some kind of strife in your life. Somehow it's connected to you. This could be happening with one of these people. This uh message that was shared in confidence. Good God Almighty. I got a Pisces brother. I'm going to hide under my bed, y'all. I do not receive this message. um, it could be happening with one of these people where this is happening. That's gonna be, it's gonna be a big deal. This could also be like innovative thoughts and ideas, saying more shocking things, or sudden short trips. Be careful for driving with Uranus here mixed in with the third house, because third house is cars, vehicles. And so there could be some sense of an accident here. Don't talk and drive. Not even hands free. I just wouldn't test it at this time. But yeah, that could be a thing. So family, as usual, I hope you found this information helpful. Don't forget to check out the horoscopes that I did for the month. There's more information in there. Yeah, man. I hope y'all found this information helpful. Peace.